All right. Just by a show of hands, who's heard the name Kenneth Chamberlain Sr. before? Good. Very good. Kenneth Chamberlain Sr., November 2011. Now, mind you, this is a man that was a 20-year veteran of the Corrections Office of New Jersey, as well as a decorated Vietnam War vet, killed in his own home by White Plains, New York police, who were answering an emergency call for a false alarm. Protect and serve. I, Kenneth Chamberlain, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, so help me God. This is my sworn testimony. I was your brother in arms, a devil dog, a leatherneck, a running, gunning, red, white, and blue-blooded son of Uncle Sam, black boots trudging through the mud of Vietnam, a 6-year battle-hardened veteran, peacekeeping ambassador sent on a Southeast Asian expedition undertaken in defense of our liberty. According to the Pentagon, Vietnam was never officially declared a war. It was and still is acknowledged merely as a police action. I still remember Uncle Sam's indelible image. His exquisitely fearsome grimace of brilliant white light descending and singeing my skin, his inspirational visage vivified in my mind's eye, itchy trigger finger flinging meaning into my meandering lifestyle, silently beckoning me to ascend from an inevitably menial tomorrow I enlisted to become someone. Selective service conscription preempted by my ambition, I willingly donated my skin for your war drums, Uncle Sam, because I believed in you. I mean, I lived your creed. An onyx, hard-edged, bald-head, jarhead, PT-leading, unflinching, and disciplined Marine MP, silly me, despite my hue, I still believed I was a human being. My memories were littered with the dismembered appendages of your benevolent efforts to export the American way. In the memoriam, I have dozens of names etched into my bones, forever visited by ghosts from a youth I freely donated to you, America. I was your benevolent shadow, your gunpowder-titted baby boom sentinel, forever true to you. Do you remember me? The ostensibly anti-Black Power movement. Draft-dodging Muhammad Ali, anti-thesis. G14 secret stored in your safe. Negro, I was Kenneth Chamberlain and I killed strangers for you. I hoped that maybe stateside I could trade in their screens for my dignity, but I never anticipated how quickly they depreciate in value. My dear country, there were no ticker tape parades for me, no PTSD diagnoses, yellow ribbons, or Times Square kisses to contextualize my blighted dreams. I know that you moved on. But my Norman Rockwell delusions and I still reside here, in the periphery, in the hair and lace subtleties popularly worded by more than 40 years of history and politically expedient amnesia. I left here a nigger. I came back a baby killer, and this worthless bone collection is so heavy. Quote, my name is Kenneth Chamberlain. This is my sworn testimony. White Plains police are gonna come in here and kill me. Thus was the anticlimactic extemporaneous epilogue to the last 90 minutes of my 68 trips around the sun. And as a man condemned, I finally see the unrequited nature of our love. Quote, gentlemen, please. I'm a 68-year-old man with a heart condition. I'm a sick old man. Quote, we don't give a fuck, nigga. This is my sworn testimony. I am American history. We live in a post-racial society, and you're sick of hearing my story. According to popular opinion, all of my afflictions were fictional, my conditions consensual. I was just a degenerate nigga resisting arrest. I guess I brought this on myself. According to popular opinion, I was genetically predisposed to be a troublemaker, a night terror, a gangster, a diabetic, a welfare recipient, a statistic, an addict, an alcoholic, a criminal, a villain. Ironic that for 20 years, as a corrections officer, I guarded your society from the likes of guys like me. And for the longest, I refused to believe that the rabble-rousing black nationalist rhetoric was true, but I guess we really do all look the same to you, don't we? My name is Kenneth Chamberlain, and this wasn't the day I envisioned the ending of my life story, but my autobiography was punctuated with an exclamation mark, a question mark, a period, and 240 caliber hollow tip ellipses. My future was red ink edited, dead with extreme prejudice, my reputation disparaged, my legacy diminished, my visage disfigured, potential dismembered, my lips twisted into petitions for mercy, the rasp of my last breaths echoing into the barrel of a gun. I was the unwilling object of your topsy-turvy alchemy, your burning lead slugs impacting my lungs and turning my golden years to dust. I am Kenneth Chamberlain, AKA So What? And being young and menacing could have made me sensational. Then maybe Geraldo Rivera and the Fox News Network could have given my death some perspective. Like if I hadn't decided to live in the projects, I wouldn't have rid myself such an easy target. Or if only I swallowed my pride that one last time and let the nice peace officers in, I could have been breathing to see my 69th year. Yeah. Geraldo would have made this all make sense. Too bad the mass media doesn't seem to consider a chronicle concerning the cops' robs and washed-up project well a hot topic. But then again, I guess some stories are better left unspun. I am no one. And as I lay here in my living room, handcuffed and dying, I carry the echo of my Miranda rights into the afterlife. I have the right to remain silent. I have the right to remain silent. I have the right to remain. I have the right. I have and I will forever keep your open secrets. I'm the jilted afterbirth of your Woody Guthrie idealism. Better off discarded than acknowledge my life as the invisible exhibit A associated with plausible deniability. Remember, we live in a post-racial society. Remember, we live in a post-racial society in which the testimony of multiple expert witnesses reinforced by a preponderance of evidence, including audio and video recordings of the crime being committed, was still not enough to convince a grand jury that the police could ever be guilty of murdering a black man. Even your bugles lie, Uncle Sam. The transparent sobriety of taps does little to mask your intrinsic rapidity as my star-spangled banner draped casket is cast into the obliquity of time, a straggler casualty of a bygone era. I am no one in particular, no one, but unlike Trayvon Martin, Sean Bell, Amadou Diallo, Oscar Grant, Anna Jones, Taisha Miller, Emmett Till, and dozens of other young black kids that must have been asking for trouble, I was one of you, America. Your faithful friend, Semper Fidelis, till the end. Amazing how things come full circle. Vietnam was never officially declared a war. It was and still is acknowledged merely as a police action. I used to wipe my granddaughter's tears. I swore I'd never be the reason for them. I feel guilty now. Is that weird?